Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this video, we are looking at the Bandai Dragon Ball Super Dragon Stars Series Beerus figure. So if you guys have seen my reviews for Goku and Vegeta, then you know that I'm actually pretty fond of this line for what it is, and Beerus is probably the second best of the bunch. He's a pretty impressive figure, especially given the price point, so I do like it, and I'm going to tell you that right off the bat, but I think you should stick around because I do need to show you a few things as well. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands to the top of his head about 14 centimeters. If you want to count his ears, we're looking at closer to 16, which makes him just about 5.5 and then just shy of 6.5. So if you want to do a quick comparison, here's Beerus next to Goku from the same line. Goku is definitely a little bit taller, so there you go. And if you want to compare it to the Figuarts version of Beerus, I don't have it with me, but I have reviewed it, so you can check out that review, and I have height measurements and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, it's a really, like you can just see right off the bat, it's aesthetically very pleasing. The paint job is definitely clean enough between the gold bands and the gold around here and the diamonds and all the striping and stuff on there. It's very, very nicely done. It's very aesthetically pleasing. It looks just like Beerus. You know, I'm very pleased with the sculpt and paintwork on this guy. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's definitely good enough. He does come with some interchangeable hands. We have the 2 fist hands that come on him in the package, and then 2 open hands. Doesn't have the fingernail paint on there, but that'd be easy enough to add if you wanted to, but it's something you could probably live without if you had to. As far as articulation on this guy goes, we do have a ball peg for the head, which lets it lean side to side, so that's pretty cool. No problem there. It does lean up and down a little bit, so that's pretty cool. Full rotation, of course. For the shoulders, we go almost horizontal this time. Not quite there, but almost. We do have our full rotation. Unfortunately, and this is the biggest downside for this guy, there's no bicep swivel. The sculpt is great, most of the articulation's fine, but there's no bicep swivel on this guy, and that definitely does hinder the figure. It takes a lot of posability out of it, unfortunately. You do get a really nice double jointed elbow though, so that's good, and we do still have our ball hinge wrists, which function very, very nicely. For the torso, the whole belt piece is a floating piece, and we have a ball peg in here, which lets the torso move around very nicely. Full rotation, lean side to side, forward and back. This part will rotate as you need it to also, so very pleased with that. The tail is on a ball peg, which it's mostly just going to swivel, but you do get a little bit of lean in there, so that's okay. For the hips, it's just like the other guys. We have the hinged ball peg, so you can drop that down. It does give you better range. Pretty good posability. You have your thigh swivel built in there, so I do like that. For the knees, just like the other Beerus, it's not a great design, just like Goku also. It's not great. You just get about 90 degrees, and it's fairly ugly. You know, apparently we're not going to get good knees on baggy kneed figures. It's just not going to happen no matter what line it is. And then for the ankles, I like that they put the seam underneath this piece right here rather than at the top of the boot. You have a little bit of an ankle rocker, and then you can lean it forward and back just a little bit. It does take a little bit of force, but be very careful, you don't want to break it. So it's fairly limited, but I'm saying aesthetically it does work nicely having it underneath that gold ring. So yeah, it's not a particularly impressive figure, but I think for what it is, it's definitely good enough. It's not going to replace the Figuarts one. If you have that, you don't need this, but if you don't have that, this is a good option, and it's definitely a great option for kids, so I'm definitely going to give it my approval. Just like I said with all the other ones, the caveat is make sure you're buying it for the right reasons, then you're going to be happy. If you're not, then you're going to be very much disappointed. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff, so make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and in the meantime, keep collecting.